Sports alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, that's really all I need to say to get you fired up. It's the postseason on EA Sports.
And no one's more fired up than the guys who are going to be playing in this game. This is what they fought for all year long. Go back to the OTAs, the mini camps, training camp, throughout the season to get to the playoffs. Intensity level will be off the charts.
Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson. They begin the drive with Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Here's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free when it's third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Third down, Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. So at that time, Charles, a quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, that's one where you turn to your lineman and say, guys, can I get a little help here? And you have to ask politely because, remember, they're blocking for you the entire game. But as a quarterback, you've also got to have the clock running in your head when you need to get rid of the football. But this time, he had no chance. They were on him instantly.
Yeah, the next-gen stat's going to show just how much time he had to make a decision, and it's not much. 3 seconds, the final clocking. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Here are the Bengals on offense, and here is Joe Burrow ready to lead them at quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their 38. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Hurst. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Here's Burrow. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Good running right there, and this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point by McPherson up and good. And it makes the score 7-0. So they'll drive 7 plays in length. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Wilson. That's complete. It's Greg Dulcich. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So still 14 yards to go. 2nd down. Off the draw. Here's Williams. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Here's Wilson. This one swung out to Williams. And he will have a Broncos first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3. To throw is Wilson. Got his man, it's Dulcich. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in this wild card game. After 7-0. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now it's Wilson. Open man, and again it's Sutton. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. To throw again on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll drop this down to Williams. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And 3rd and 8 now. Again, Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
An excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is indeed good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit with play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this one is incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. The Bengals bring out their punter now. KJ Hamler deep for the Broncos. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now, it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. There's Wilson to throw. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. The Broncos on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, it's gonna be this cold. I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Williams. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Throwing is Wilson. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Cortland Sutton, 53 yards. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. He finds his man, complete. That's Morgan. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Well, it all came together on that one, didn't it?
There you go. Big time throw on 4th.
Now that had to feel good, didn't it? Taking that type of a gamble there and making it pay off. What a throw.
And tough as a receiver because no matter how perfect the pass, you know it's 4th down and you got to convert.
A little bit of extra pressure, but he overcame it.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Hayden Hurst, 57 yards. And the Bengals are once again back in front. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off with a Cincinnati touchdown. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Looking back to that first quarter, they struggled, but now here in quarter 2, they seem to have some rhythm.
And it really shouldn't be a surprise to us because when we were in the production meetings, we asked a few of the players about, hey, what if things get a little rocky early? They all said the exact same thing. We're prepared, so we're confident things will work out. And so far, they have started to do so.
Those 3 words we hear a lot, stay the course. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, here's Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. That could have been trouble.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone.
That's to Chase. He's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Jamar Chase from 19 yards away.
And the Bengals will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 21-10 game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Now Wilson on first down. That is knocked away and incomplete, but a penalty flag. In the backfield, this might be a roughing call.
So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you down to our...
Well, look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Well, the Bengal offense ready to go here to start the third quarter. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They make it even bigger plays in the passing game.
45 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw.
He's got a man, complete.
And he's going to be shoved out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 45 yards. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Throwing again on second down. Burrow. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Nick Bonito coming in there to record the sack. So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They're going to look to throw.
This goes out wide for Mixon. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
McPherson's kick is good.
And the lead grows to 14 and 24 to 10.
And they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get Keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos
at their 25-yard line.
He'll hand this to Williams to start things out.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Wilson. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. From the 24, Burrow. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play.
While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
Burrow looking to pass. His pass caught at the 4.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point by McPherson. Up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Denver's offense now set to go. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They go play action with Wilson. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. On 3rd down, Wilson. And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Wilson. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
You can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now it's Wilson. He rifles one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Cincinnati. 42 yards. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
Touchdown, Bengals.
Jamar Chase
With his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Bengals continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it was Jamar Chase who finished it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home?
Back now in Cincinnati. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
A couple of veterans. Sutton there for the Bronco first.
From the gun, it's a run for Williams. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. To throw is Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Give him 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
And the Bengals are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. After the sack on 1st down, Burrow, he's going to rifle one deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he'll let one go deep for Higgins.
And this will be caught at the 30. And it'll be touchdown. Before he does pick up the 1st.
Even with a big lead here in the 4th, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence? And they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And now what we have here, a 3rd and goal. Now Burrow to Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. The quick slant caught. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did.
Waste of time.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And they're going to sack him again. The 5th time they've gotten him today, and this one results in a safety. Things are just going from bad to worse now. It's a safety that does him in here, and that is one frustrated offensive unit.
They can't get out from under their own shadow right now. I mean, I know this is the NFL, but could you imagine a college crowd right now? Imagine what they'd be doing. They'd be chanting, "Start the bus," because they think this one is over.
Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Burrow will throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Partner, I know we're still in the afternoon slate here. Some primetime games still on the docket, but it's going to be tough to top this effort. What an offensive performance we have seen. They have been unstoppable from the moment we began this game, and they're not holding back. They're still throwing the football here in the 4th.
They certainly are. Let me tell you something. If you're old school, you don't like this at all. But in today's football, you just go ahead and savor it. Watch a team execute at a high level. Doesn't matter what the scoreboard says.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Again, it's Burrow. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he's absolutely carved up the secondary. They clinic. You have to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
2nd and 8.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
Pass caught there by Mixon.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the 4th quarter.
Stick looks to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Broncos are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Wilson to throw. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Wilson.
And it's knocked away and incomplete. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Denver. That's pulled in at the 32. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
And the Bengals offense getting set and ready to go again here. And you'd have to say they have done what they set out to do in this wild card round. It won't get easier from here, of course, but they'll certainly have some momentum built up for when they hit the road in the divisional round next weekend.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Stick back to pass. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So the completion good for just 3. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
They run for it with Mixon. And able to pick up the 1st across midfield to the 47. And what are the whistles for? Timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
This goes out wide from Mixon.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. They said beginning of the season